But move over, sir. There's a new varsity in town. They are called the New York Giants.
Easy, baby.
Hey. As expected, the Jets are all over national television. Exclusive window is what it's called in the media. Exclusive window games.
Exclusive.
Because it's not a primetime game on Amazon Prime Video and the first ever Black Friday game. It's a 3 o'clock Eastern kick, New Jersey time, but that's exclusive window. Monday night against the Buffalo Bills, and then at the Dallas Cowboys, week 2, and that's late window CBS. We'll talk about that with Nance, who I believe will most likely be in New Jersey the next week when Rodgers v. Hoodie happens for the first time. And then against Kansas City, that one right there, NBC. Yeah, NBC. Yeah. At Denver, home for Philadelphia, and this is exactly why they got Rodgers. Look at those 6 games to start.
That looks like 0-6.
Buffalo, Dallas, New England, Kansas City, at Denver. Not an easy place to play. And we are assuming Sean Payton's going to improve things over there.
I would think so.
Home for Philadelphia. That would have been if Zach Wilson was your quarterback. A bye-bye week in week 7. Now, who knows? Who knows? Because after that bye, put it up one more time, Mike Hoskins. I appreciate you want to pop me back on screen because I do like being on camera, and I love the shirt I'm wearing today. Taking on the Giants in the battle of the hearts and minds of the metropolitan area after the bye week. Then on a Monday night, here comes Herbert to town. Before on a Sunday night, it's the renewal of acquaintances between Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Sure, they're not on the field together, but they're on the same field in the same field of play in the same building at Las Vegas before they're at Buffalo on a Sunday before the Black Friday game against Miami. Holy cow. That's a first 11 games that is quite the gauntlet before games that you would assume are easier. Atlanta could win that damn division. Who knows what Houston looks like at Miami. Home for Washington, short week at Cleveland. We'll talk about that with Andrew Whitworth in a moment because that's the final Amazon Prime Video Thursday night football game of the year. You can see here on Roku. And then at New England, TBD, all the games in the final week of the season are TBD about where they are going to, on what channel they'll be played and at what time. This is exactly why they got Rodgers. Zach Wilson going into this season with that schedule, based off of last season, could he have been vastly improved? Absolutely. It's a you-never-know league, of course. But based off of what we saw at the end of last season, running it back, not getting Rodgers, not being able to get Rodgers, Rodgers being uninterested in coming, what a disaster that would have been with that schedule. And I'll tell you what, they wouldn't have filled up their exclusive window dance card with 5 primetime games on top of it if Zach Wilson was the quarterback. It's exactly... The schedule has proven exactly why Woody Johnson says, I want to take a big swing. Exactly why Joe Douglas gave up what he gave up. Exactly why Robert Saleh's talking about how thoughtful a quarterback Aaron Rodgers is and all that stuff. Because that schedule would be an unmitigated disaster if Aaron Rodgers wasn't the quarterback of the New York Jets. And as it stands, I'll tell you what, man. If they go 3-3 in the first 6, hit that bye week, 3-3.
That's a win.
Bills, well, I mean, you could call that a win, but if the Bills are 5-1, that's what I'm saying. Bills are 5-1. Let's say the Bills come in and knock the Jets around because they're still trying to figure stuff out. Light switches still need to be flipped. What if Josh Allen treats the Jets like, he treated the Rams last year? Don't forget, last year, first Thursday of the season, banner raised, a ring that honestly looked like the Oculus in SoFi Stadium on the hands of every single Los Angeles Ram.
Right.
And they put the bang thing on him. So that's a hell of an opponent to come out. And then at Dallas, we're hoping that Jets fans will see the Rodgers Dallas treatment delivered.
Oh,
I know what you're saying, but you've seen Rodgers handle his business.
I don't want that as well.
I understand that. What if New England does, the seeing ghosts thing on a guy like Rodgers?
Seeing ghosts.
You're assuming he won't. So what I'm saying is, this is going to be a very tough row to hoe. And even if they are 6-5 through their first 11, 5-6 through their first 11, how will this all play out in the New York media? How will Rodgers handle it? Now, if he goes 9-2, 10-1 like that, I'll tell you what, I will be cutting up pieces of paper with a scissor, getting ready to throw it in the canyon of friggin' heroes. I'll tell you that. And then, of course, we'll see if a trapdoor opens up. But they have the roster to navigate this schedule successfully. They have the coaching staff to do it. What in the hell happens when toe meets ball will be fascinating because the whole damn country's going to see it. And I don't remember the last time the Jets entered a season like that. It's been a long time. And I did ask Robert Saleh on NFL Network schedule release coverage last night about Hard Knocks, and his answer was, I'll leave that to the higher-ups. But he did also say coaches like to control distractions.
I don't think they have a choice.
I don't think they do. I think that's coming. I think that's going to be all over your TV screens.
Yeah.
It's going to be all over your social media accounts in the palm of your hands. It's going to be everywhere. Yeah. And then they're going to play a Monday night game against the Bills. As expected, Jets are served up to all y'all.
Yep.
That's my reaction to that schedule. It's tough. Would I have loved to see Houston week 2?
Yep. Washington week 6.
You know what? I would. Again, that's the thing about strength of schedules coming in. It's based on last year. Last year doesn't happen anymore. It's this year. Last year, there were 6 new playoff teams. 6. On average, it's about 4. There's a list in here in my multiple-page, 60-page schedule release guide. The whole idea of strength of schedule is kind of fallacious. It's based on last year, and there's always a changing of the guard. 6 new teams in the playoffs last year that didn't make it from the year before. But would I have loved to seen a couple of those gimmies that you think? Or easier games instead of Mahomes and Allen strolling in and having to go to Denver and seeing Hurts stroll in and get Belichick thrown in the lap the first month of the season? Of course. You got to play him. And you're playing with Aaron Rodgers. That's why they went and got him. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.